So I'm watching Get Up, right? And I'm listening to Jeff Saturday and the rest of these guys, right? RG3 is adamant that Miami is the best team in the league right now. You know, the ESPN rankings come out. I don't care about the ESPN rankings. Even ESPN. And they've been hating on the Dolphins forever. They finally given us some kind of props, right? But these guys are not understanding. They're like, oh, Buffalo is injured. They got linemen out. They got Micah Hyde, Poyer. They got it. We don't have injuries. Our second best corner, Byron Jones, is not out. Our nose tackle, Raekwon Davis, is not out. Do we not have our starting right tackle out, Austin Jackson? We have, and that's we have corners that have been hurt in preseason that are out. Are we not injured? Get up. And I haven't called all of the guys. Are we not injured just like the Buffalo Bills?
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground.
Yeah. It's your boy OD the GM back again. You know, and after one of the hottest games I feel in NFL history, I wouldn't want to be those guys on the field, man. They was exhausted. People picking up one another off the field. That was a tough game. That was taxing on the body. You know, had to been by far the game of the week. No other game was as entertaining and as Buffalo Miami that week. You know, Josh Allen is a man amongst boys. He besides the arm strength, he can't be tackled one guy. You just can't bring him down. You got to bring him down by committee. The guy is big and he's strong. You know, and Tua, you know, the accuracy, the pinpoint. I mean, he gets the ball out so quick, even when he going deep. You know, so, you know, before the half, Tua got injured. A late hit, dirty hit. You know, thank goodness it wasn't a concussion. You know, his back, you know, I mean, I wouldn't want to feel what he was feeling. Just by the way he was walking, and, you know, you had to bring in Bridgewater, and he was ineffective. You know, I said he coming in off the bench, his arm cold. You know, it's a tough spot for him to be in. But as a backup QB, you gotta be ready. You know, on that drive, I know we were going to score. We were driving. I just had a feeling. It felt like Miami knew what Buffalo was doing defensively, and that series would have ended in a touchdown. I don't think Buffalo had a chance the way the flow of this game was going. I don't think they had a chance to win this game because they had the ball for 42 minutes and 20 seconds and managed to put up 17 points. We had it 19 minutes and 16 seconds and managed to put up 21 points. They had 90 plays for 17 points. We had 39 plays for 21 points. You feel me? We were very efficient with the ball and scoring. They thought that they were going to make our defense tap out, the same defense that practices in the same heat, and their offense that practices up north were the ones that cramped out. No pun intended. Okay? So, that ends that. Waddle had another big day. You know, getting behind the defense and making the big catch in the zones. You know, for some reason, Buffalo know how to play Tyreek. You know, but we're going to figure that out. Their young secondary did a pretty good game. Had a pretty good game. You know. Our running game still sucks, as usual. But that was to be expected from Buffalo. You know, their linebacker Milano, he is very good linebacker. I respect him, very good. O-line In pass protection, they pretty good. But sometimes we leave in 6, sometimes 7 guys for max protection. We will not have defensive lines wrecking our game plan. Bottom line, if we feel we can block you with 5, we will add help. And ain't no shame in that. We're trying to win. So we gave up only one sack yesterday. As far as Tua goes. Greg Little is looking good at right tackle. He got hurt maybe 2 or 3 times and came back in. You understand? Maybe Austin Jackson has to fight for his job when he comes back. Right? Miami could have tested the corners a bit more, though. I feel, but I guess they didn't want to. At halftime, I was wondering, if I saw a deep shot. I don't remember seeing a deep shot at halftime. And then they came out after the half and they went to Waddle Deep. And I was like, maybe they were setting them up all game for what they wanted to do in the second half. Right? So, Hill is just too good of a receiver not to have a good game almost every game. But maybe he's saving it, for Cincinnati, and he's been talking. I guess I'll have a preview show about that. Thomas Morstead. I can't talk about the great game he had. Besides the butt kick, the butt punt. Besides that, this guy booms the ball down the field. Even the free kick, he sent it back, I think, almost to the 6-yard line. I was like, wow, dude has a leg. He is a great weapon to have in the field position game. Great. I called out our linebackers in the last video, and they came to play on Sunday. Jerome Baker, good game, made a lot of plays underneath because Josh Allen went underneath almost all game. He couldn't get deep. No one was open. You understand? Our secondary, full of basically first-time starters. He played good. They were great. X on half a leg. He battled in the groin injury. We were good. But people only see Buffalo injuries. They don't see us. Right? Guys like Jalen Phillips, though, on defense, I still waiting to see him in a game. Sure, he had one tip pass where he could have caught the interception. Him, Phillips, Holland, Howard, the 3 of them dropped INTs that could have sealed that game. Right? Jalen Phillips, I have not seen him yet in the game. 3 games, I have not seen him yet. Okay? But our defense, they gave up 400 yards passing. And they did not break. They were able to keep Josh Allen out of the end zone. Keep them from cashing in the red zone. You understand? They did a great. They were tired. Oh my goodness, they couldn't even talk going back to the sidelines. They were tired. Josh Allen was tired. The guy with the strongest arm in the league couldn't make a 7-yard throw coming down to the end of that game. I know Brian Flores is somewhere sick right now. He can't take this. Even though TV, the talking heads, most of them still hating on the Dolphins. Rightfully so. We've been mediocre for a long time. But they don't want to give us no props. But I'm here to say it now. Miami is not only a legitimate playoff contender, but I feel we're a legitimate Super Bowl contender. The way we playing right now is something we have not seen. This 3-0 doesn't feel like the 3-0 of years past. This is a new team, a new regime. I think this is a great offense. I think we have some good off defensive coaches. This team will do well. It's OD the GM. We can link.